Hello everybody, it's Catherine from Jayne Catherine on Books, and I'm back, and it's day 68. Can you believe it? So I've had a couple of weeks, thank you very much. It has been a bit of a rest. Yeah, we've had 2 weeks holiday in the house. We are still on shielding, David and I, so we are still not allowed to even go off our drive. We can sit in the garden and that's it. So yeah, it's a bit tough, We are starting to ease some of the restrictions here in the UK, but we, because of health issues, will be here for a while longer yet, I should imagine. We may even be here till they get a vaccine, who knows. So yeah, I just needed a bit of a break. I hope I kept you all going with up to 45 days worth of recommendations, and hope you found a few you can read. So today I'm going to bring you 2 of my most anticipated reads that's just recently come out in May. And these 2 are The Evolution, which is by Giovanna and Tom Fletcher. Yay! See, love that family, love the Fletchers. And What Lies Between Us, which is the latest thriller from John Mars. So we'll go with The Evolution first. So if you've been with me a while, you'll know that I read The Eve of Man and loved it, absolutely loved it. I wasn't expecting it to. It's not usually my sort of thing. It's very much dystopian, our world, and it was very well written, it was very engaging, it was thrilling. I loved the characters. So I've been on tenterhooks waiting for part 2, because they've now decided it's going to be a trilogy. So part 2 of the trilogy is The Evolution. So I received this from the publishers in NetGalley, and I'm so disappointed in it. At last Eve is free from the tower. I'm not going to say any more than that in case you haven't read book 1. So at last Eve is free from the tower. She's on the outside. The outside world is very bleak. I don't think she was quite prepared for how bleak it was. In the outside world it's very dark, and a lot of the time they have to live underwater in like caves and abandoned buildings and things. She is with Bram, so she's sort of with her love, but they're forever being chased by the establishment, shall we say. We've got a new character coming called Michael, who yeah, he's I don't know what I make of Michael. I'm not quite as endeared to him as I should be, I suppose. And I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. I didn't find the pace the same. I know I'm in the minority, because you'll go on Goodreads, there's a lot of 5-star reviews, and there's no doubt that the Fletchers are excellent writers. I've loved everything that they've both done. But for me, this wasn't very exciting. Even the characters of Eve and Bram, who, I loved in book 1, and they were very endearing characters. I was really rooting for them. They seem to have got a bit of a harsh edge to them, and it just didn't seem like them. It didn't feel like their characters that we know and love from book 1, but that's just my opinion. It was very slow. I kept putting it down and then thinking, oh, I've got to pick it up again, which isn't a good sign really for me. And it felt as if I felt as if I was going along a passage from book 1 to book 3. I was travelling along, there's something got to link book 1 and book 3, and I was going along through it, and it was this book. So I was disappointed. Hopefully book 3 is going to be as wow and dynamic as book 1. If that's the case, then I think they'd have been better off Sorry, I'm having a bit of a chuckle because you know what it's like. As soon as I come out here to film,
No.
it's beautiful. The birds are tweeting, which I love. There's some alarm going off. And you know, it's been so quiet for the last 2 months, but people are allowed out a little bit more now. And then the washer water started emptying. So anyway, that's life, isn't it? Yeah, so hopefully book 5 will, you know, make this okay for me. If that's the case, it would feel as if, you know, this book 2, perhaps could have been tagged on a little bit of book 1 and the other half of it tagged on to book 3 and just made it a duology. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Lots of people, I think you've got to decide for yourself. As I say, I'm in the minority. There's a few of us that have given it 3 stars, but those that have given it 3 stars have said very similar things to me. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Don't want to put you off because I do love the Fletchers, and their writing's fine, but yeah, the characters didn't seem as nice, didn't seem as, don't know, seemed a bit sharper around the edges, shall we say. Perhaps you have to be once you get out of the tower and you're in the doom and gloom of the real world. So that came out on the 16th of May. Then the other one that I was really excited about was What Lies Between Us by John Mars. This came out a little bit earlier. It came out on the 15th of May. I think it wasn't due out till this week, but it's out, I believe. And as you will remember, I absolutely loved John Mars' last book, which was The Passengers, and wow, what a book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was, you know, holding on to your seat sort of stuff. So I was expecting a lot of the same with this book, and this is another meh, 3 stars for me. The premise is very good. It's a toxic relationship between mother and daughter. The mother Maggie, daughter Nina, and there's a very short blurb on the back, and it's basically saying that you know, they have a meal together, mother and daughter, and then you know, the mother is cast off back up into her room and locked away, and yes, and so this continues. So I liked the fact that it was a toxic relationship. I think the writing of that was very well done. It's very apparent that it's a toxic relationship, and at the beginning you're not really sure why, and you start off going along this little journey finding out more details, and I thought, yeah, this is, you know, we're really going to get to some exciting, gripping stuff as to why Nina is holding her mother captive, and several hours later it felt a bit like that. I found it very slow. The writing was good. I didn't want to DNF it. You know, I did enjoy it to a point, hence the 3 stars. They're both very unlikable characters. Now that doesn't bother me, because you know, it takes a good writer to make you understand how horrible these characters are, and how awful their relationship is, so that's fine. I didn't mind that, and even by the end I started feeling a bit sorry for the mother, but I kept going and thinking, right, there's going to be another twist, there's going to be another turn. There was nothing there that I wasn't anticipating, and it just felt like a long drawn out story about why Nina was taking revenge on her mother for something her mother did years before. And you've got dual timelines, and at first that takes a while to get used to, I feel, and so you're looking back in time as to events that's happened and what Nina, her actions. So in a way, the actions of Nina in the past had a big bearing of the actions of Maggie, the mother, in the past had a big impact on the actions of the mother in actions of the daughter. This being locked away. Start again, Catherine. I'm not going to edit that out because, yeah. There's a mother called Maggie and there's a daughter called Nina. And in the back in time, the mother, Maggie, did things or made decisions that affected Nina. And now in present day, Nina is making Maggie suffer for everything that happened. That probably sounds better, yeah. So, yeah, somewhat disappointing. Still glad I read it. Again, you have to read it for yourself. I seem to be a bit of the minority. It's got lots of 5 stars. Again, you know, I can't probably be that far wrong because people that were giving it 3 stars were saying similar things to me. And don't expect one big wow ending. It just, oh, right, oh dear. A bit like that. Anyway, so go and check those out for yourself. I was eagerly awaiting these, and sometimes don't you find that the more you wait for something and the more you think it's going to be marvellous, and the more hyped up it is, the less you enjoy it. Well, it seems that way for me. Anyway, nice to be back. Hope you're all keeping safe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.